Well, there's been medical marijuana now for, I guess, about
20
20
years.
years now,
Yeah, 20
right?
years in California.
So you getting a license is not anything new, but because they were giving out licenses for a while now in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Bay,
yeah.
I
They've
mean,
been giving.
all over California. What makes this social equity program different than what they've been already doing?
Well, it makes a difference because it gave people with like me with a felon conviction. It gave us priority. It gave us a leg up. Somebody got sensible, and what we found out is that most of this business is controlled by white men. Like 95, 96% of the industry is controlled by white men. And we also found out that it's controlled by rich white men, not poor white people, but rich white people. So uh, the social equity gives the average everyday person who's not a multimillionaire, who don't have the money to go out, because a one-time license is $100,000, non-refundable. You got to pay up front. So when you put all those hurdles in, it locks out the common folk who go and work a 9 to 5, and they saving their money to uh, uh, try to pay their rent.
Okay, and I guess you did an interview where you talked about the social equity program, but I guess rich people are swooping in and buying these licenses off people who actually get it using social equity?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people say they run a policy where even they like blind buying black and Hispanic people because the social equity mainly is for minorities who've been affected in certain area codes. And so what happened is people were going around saying, if you find me a social equity candidate, I'll give you $2,500 to bring them to me. So I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of like buying people, almost. And then when they get these people in, they're not really making them partners. They're setting them up to, in a year or two, they're going to give them 150,000 and have them to walk away from the industry.
Yeah, which to a person without money, 150,000 sems like all the money in the world.
Absolutely,
That
absolutely.
they think they're rich,
Yeah,
and
and some
a
of these
year
people,
later, they're right
some
where
of them,
they.
they,
Yeah.
I even heard of stories where they were going down to like the unemployment office, the county building,
Huh.
literally talking people into getting involved with cannabis. And I felt that, I still feel that it should be for people who really want to be in this industry.
Well, with this license, you are officially a drug dealer again.
Absolutely, I love it. I love it.
Except this time you're doing it legally.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my life has did. A total 360. I just think to myself and I just laugh like, you used to run from the police, and now you're making the laws. You know, I was sitting in Detroit about 2 weeks ago with the lawmakers, and we're sitting down drafting up a bill for social equity in Detroit. So it's just amazing how a life can be turned around.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's pretty ironic that the one of the biggest drug dealers in America, who got sentenced to life in prison, gets out and is now dealing drugs legally.
Yes, yes. Only in America.
Only in America. Shout out to Don King.